Hey everyone, I am so excited because today is my first ever What You Love, Who You Love interview, where I interview other moms about doing what they love. And my first guest is my good friend Amy Wruble. She's a mommy blogger, you may already know her, and she's about to have her second baby. I'm Sara Haley, and as a busy mom of two, I'm constantly trying to balance what I love, my careers, passions, and interests, with who I love, my friends and family. Here are some of my tips and tricks for keeping life healthy, fit, and fun while trying to balance it all. This is Amy Wruble, and I'm so excited for you to meet her because she was one of my very first friends that I made here in Santa Monica, and she is my role model when it comes to mommy blogging. So maybe let's start there.
Sure.
Can you tell my audience here about your blog?
Absolutely. I write a blog called Carriage Before Marriage because when I started blogging, I was a brand new first-time mom. I was engaged to be married, planning my wedding, also trying to get pregnant again. And I thought, if I start blogging now, I will never run out of things to say. I have a lot of stories.
Can you tell us a little bit, since it is Carriage Before Marriage?
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
I was a television producer, which is a great job for a single childless person. I was traveling all over the country and the world, really, and working 18-hour days when I was shooting. And I just never got that close to settling down until one day I was like, oh my goodness, I could be running out of time. And I always knew I did want a family. And I told my television agent at the time, we're not taking any more out-of-town shows, because I used to just get on a plane and go shoot here, there, everywhere, and I was like, we have to stay local. That's at least, let's make that concession. You know, I'm still going to work the terrible hours, but I'm going to stay in town so that I could, have like a long relationship.
That's a great relationship advice.
Yeah. Almost immediately after I made the mental shift to start prioritizing my personal life a little bit more, I met my future husband, and it was pretty instant and pretty easy with him. He's a few years younger than I am, and I let him know fairly early into our relationship that I wanted to have kids. He wanted to have kids. That I thought maybe we didn't have a ton of time to waste, and would he be open to doing things in an unorthodox manner? And he was, and even our parents were pretty cool with it. So we actually focused on making a baby before we worried about getting married. But we knew we'd get married.
Because my brand is what you love, who you love, and trying to balance those two things, and we're talking about one of those things. How do you find time to write? How do you find time to do what you love and still be there as a mom?
Well, I feel so fortunate because what I love and who I love are closely intertwined. I mean, like any mom, I love my family, and I love our extended families, our friends, but what I've chosen now to do for a living is to write about all of them and take pictures of them. So they're closely intertwined, and I don't have to necessarily stop being with one to work on the other, and that's a real blessing.
So maybe what are some tips that you have for moms that are in our circumstance where they can work from home, but their kids are at home? How do you, what do you do with Viv when you are there with her, but you still need to work?
I mean, that's tricky. Right now, it's so easy because she's in preschool. I work when she's at school, and then when I bring her home, I try to be mostly there for her. Of course, as a writer, sometimes inspiration strikes at these awkward times, and I race to the computer because she said something funny or I thought of something, and if you don't write it down right then, it's gone forever. So sometimes she has to put up with that, but for the most part, I'm able to compartmentalize and give her time in the afternoon and the evening and get my work done in the morning. But with this baby coming, I have no idea. Maybe you have advice about that.
Ask for help. Ask for help and take help when people ask. That's what I've realized too, because I don't have family that live nearby. My family's all in Chicago, but I do have really good friends that I've made, like you. And I think at first when they say to you, can I just take the baby for a little bit, or can I take the kids for a little bit and allow you to do something? It's hard to let go, right?
Yes.
And I think that what I've learned is that the people that are saying that, they really mean it. So don't just blow it off if one of your friends asks
you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take you up on that.
So make sure that you follow and check out Amy's blog at Carriage Before Marriage, and follow us on social media. I'm at Sara Haley Fit, and you are at CB.
Oh, CB4M
Yes.
on Twitter.
In the comments below, make sure if you have any questions for either of us, put them there. I'll have Amy answer. I'll answer, and just keep tuning in because I'm going to keep interviewing moms about doing what they love.